India's central bank, Reserve Bank of India, today announced its decision on short-term lending rate or repo rate today and kept it unchanged at 6.5%. Announcing the monetary policy statement, RBI Governor Shaktikant Das said that headline inflation has eased to 5.1% during both January and February, and this has come down to 5.1% in these 2 months from the earlier peak of 5.7% in the month of December.
Standing deposit facility, that is the SDF, rate remains at 6.25%, and the marginal standing facility, that is the MSF rate and the bank rate, they remain at 6.75%. Growth has continued to sustain its momentum, surpassing all projections. Headline inflation has eased to 5.1% during both January and February, and this has come down to 5.1% in these 2 months from the earlier peak of 5.7% in the month of December. Looking ahead, robust growth prospects provide the policy space to remain focused on inflation and ensure its descent to the target of 4%.
RBI Governor said that the inflation has come down significantly. He also said that robust growth prospects provide the policy space to remain focused on inflation and ensure it's decent to the target of 4%. And now let's take you across straight to the press conference by the Reserve Bank of India. It will come in a while.
Let's start.
Hello and welcome to the first policy of 24-25. Today with us we have Governor Shri Shaktikant Das, Deputy Governors Dr. M.D. Patra, Shri M. Rajeshwar Rao, Shri T. Ravi Shankar, Shri Swaminathan J, and 2 Executive Directors, Dr. O.P. Mal and Dr. Rajiv Ranjan. So as is customary, I would request Governor to make some opening remarks and then we'll go for the Q&A.
Good morning. Namaskar. I guess I will not be off the mark if I say that the policy overall is on expected lines. So it demonstrates that I think the Reserve Bank, the market participants, the market players, and perhaps the media and analysts and all, every stakeholder, I think the thinking is at the moment well aligned so far as the monetary policy is concerned. But having said that, I just want to make 5 observations. First, inflation is moderating and the GDP growth is robust. Number 2, the Monetary Policy Committee remains focused on aligning inflation to the target on a durable basis. We derive satisfaction from the progress made under disinflation, but the task is not yet finished. Number 3, the financial sector continues to be stable. Number 4, external sector also continues to be resilient. Number 5, as we move towards RBI at 100, the Reserve Bank will continue to focus on preserving financial stability and promoting a financial sector and a payment system that is robust, resilient, and future ready. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those opening remarks. I will, before inviting all of you, I'll request you to please restrict to 1 question per person, and if time permits, we will go for another one. I'll call out the names. I'll start with Mr. Ankur Mishra from ET Now.
Good afternoon, Governor. Thank you, Yogesh, sir. My question is that you have mentioned that the elephant has reached, you want elephant to stay in forest in a durable basis. Is it still outside the room or it has already reached forest? Why I'm asking, because in your projections you have said that in Q3 and Q4 there is going to be slight uptick in inflation. So what is your assessment?
You see, the elephant moves at a slow pace. So therefore, the last mile of disinflation is always challenging and sticky. And as I have very clearly stated, we would like, inflation to align with the target on a durable basis. So that is the, that is what we are looking for.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'll move on to Mr. Mayur Shetty from the Times of India.
Governor, in your speech, you specifically mentioned the need to build up foreign exchange reserves. So, this is something that RBI has been doing, and the rupee has been stable. So, is it that the currency stability has moved up in the list of priorities for RBI?
No, it has always been the priority of the Reserve Bank to ensure stability of the Indian rupee. And I have myself stated about it on a number of occasions. My colleagues have also talked about it on a number of occasions. So far as building up of reserves is concerned, consciously we have over the last 4-5 years, we have been building up reserves whenever, as the market moves, depending on the prevailing market situation. So, and that endeavor continues because it acts as a buffer against future risks, especially in situation when the cycle turns and if there are significant outward flows of dollars. So I have said it earlier also, so it is by way of a buffer that we are building up reserves. It adds, and this is very important, this whole approach adds to the strength of the national balance sheet.
Thank you, sir. I'll move on to Mr. Anup Roy from Bloomberg.
Thank you, sir. Sir, just trying to understand a little bit about your thinking on the heat wave warnings. You have not changed your inflation forecast that much, but will you be watching out for the heat wave warnings first, and what is the impact that's going to be before taking a call? Or you have, seen and, decided that it is not that materially important?
No, there is a statement coming out from the IMD that the temperatures, I have not said heat wave, I have said temperatures. The IMD has stated that there will be high temperatures, and perhaps they have used a different word. They have not used the word heat wave, but the temperatures are going to be above normal in the months of April, May and June. So we have to really watch what impact it has on, especially on food crops, and in that I have mentioned specifically about certain key vegetables. Now, so far as wheat crop is concerned, our information is that by and large the harvesting is over. In central part of India, it's fully over, excepting maybe a few areas, and even in other places also. By and large, the wheat harvest is over. So therefore, the wheat crop, availability will not be affected as much as it did, some 2 years ago when there were heat wave conditions starting March. Much worry, but there's not so much concern. But vegetable prices have to be watched, and any other impact that heat wave conditions that may produce.
Thank you, sir. I'll move on to Ms. Ritu Singh from CNBC TV18.
Governor, just a comment on, thank you for the question, on the exchange-traded currency derivative rules. It's very clear that RBI's stance has not changed. Yet the market, of course, has grown to almost $5 billion of notional turnover on a daily basis. Now that this deadline has been extended, but still the fact remains that you're asking for the underlying to be there when these trades are undertaken. We just wanted to understand, was there a concern that RBI had when it comes to the financial stability or the currency, because of which this deadline was put in the first place for a rule that has stayed in place for now 10 years?
Okay. I guess there could be some more questions on this issue. If there are any, you could just mention so that we take it all together and give a common reply.
I mean, if she has already mentioned certain points, other than that, but related to this matter,
Exactly.
if you have any question, you
Yes.
can just put it so that we take it all together.
Exactly. The question is that yesterday you extended the deadline after 5:30, after the trading hours. The market has died by that time, but you still have extended the deadline. What is the reason for extending the deadline by 1 month? Is there a scope to review your decision? That is the question.
Okay. Yeah.
So the
But
volumes
please
are-
remember that you are
Yeah.
exhausting your opportunity to ask a
Sir, no,
question.
you said you're taking all these together.
So please keep that in mind.
So no, just